Hello everyone, this week we're going to talk about joints in the human body as well as joint mobility exercise. If we'll perform joints related exercise, it will help you in avoiding the risk of injuries as well as it will give you the stability, it will strengthen your joints and it will be more stable. And so let's talk about joints where the joints where two or more bones meet at one point, and the classification of the joints are fibrous joints, cartilaginous joints as well as synovial joints. Fibrous joints are immovable, which are held by ligaments, and they have no movement, like you can see a suture is the best example of this fibrous joints, as well as the cartilaginous joints, the disc between ribs and sternum, as well as the pubic symphysis. These are the example of cartilaginous joint which are slightly movable. And last we'll talk about the synovial joints which are freely movable. So let's talk about synovial joints because we are going to do exercise on these joints only. And so the first joints are pivot joint, which you will find around the neck. The movement which take place around the neck is like rotation, half rotation. We earlier we used to do full rotation of the neck, but it is recommended nowadays we should never do a full rotation movement wherever it take place. So in my video also you can see the movement in the pivot joint, the half rotation of the neck as well as half rotation of the neck at the back. You will not see the full rotation these days. And now next joint we have ball and socket joint, which you will find in shoulder as well as hip. So ball and socket joints allows movement like flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, circumduction, rotation, and these are the movement which you will see around ball and socket joint. Now next joint is hinge joint, which you will find in elbow and knee. So these the only two movement take place in hinge joint, that is flexion and extension. So now next joint we have this ellipsoid joint or condyloid joint, which in the wrist and ankle. So it allows the movement of circumduction, abduction, adduction, flexion, extension. And you might be feeling about it when you do this in elbow joint, the flexion and extension, but you can see there is a slight rotation movement. This is only just because of the radius bone which is connected with elbow joint. It allows the movement of supination and pronation just because of this radius joint. uh, and then you can see the wrist joint, which allows the movement in many directions, like movement in circumduction, abduction, adductions, flexion, extension. And then we have saddle joint. This the best example is thumb, which you can which is the connected between metacarpal and carpal bones. So like flexion, extension, abduction, adductions, and then slight rotation. And the automatically the same process like wrist and ankle take place at the same moment, as well as saddle like this, and your foot works at the same place. So these are the joints which these are the synovial joints, which are very freely movable, and if you will perform exercise, the movement on this joints gives you the strength as well as the stability. So let's do